Hi again. Okay, so this is going to be a follow-up video to episode 6 where I did the Revopoint Pop 3D Scanner. I had a question in the comments about how much memory it was using when I had it scan 1400 frames. Well, this is the laptop that I'm using to do the scanning is my excuse me, my video processing laptop. So it has 32 gig of RAM, as you can see here. The CPU is really high. It's running at 79 to 84. It goes up, and actually, as soon as you enable the scan, it's going to jump right up to 100. But right now, we're using 5.2 gig of RAM, and I'm going to set it up as a new scan here, and we're going to see how much it goes up. And we're going to try to get as close to that 1400 frames that I had before, and we'll see how it does. So I'm going to create a new scan here. We're going to, I think we're just going to keep it as a feature, no color. And here we go. So now it's too far. It was too close a minute ago. Let me try to get it where it wants to be. Yeah. Getting it lined up just right the way it wants is kind of a pain. Okay. So we'll try it there. And now we're at 5.3 gig. I'm going to hit start scan, and we'll let it go around. I'm going to wait till it comes around to the face. That's a good starting point, and so we can capture all the detail. All right, so we're going to start the scan right now, and let's see how we do. Okay, that's one time around. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to turn our guy on his side. I'll wait till his head comes around again. And we'll continue the scan. We're up to 5.6 gig with 280 frames. And we'll pause it there. Flip him on his back. .400 frames, 5.7 gig. Okay, pause again, flip them onto the next side. at 600 frames at 5.8 gig. Now we'll flip them onto the other side. .800 frames and 6 gig. Now I'm going to try to pause it, and I'm going to move the camera down a little bit so I can get the top and the very bottom, which seems to be just skimming by. We're at 1,000 frames. I want to get up to that 1,400 frame mark, so I'm going to flip them one more time. .1,300 frames, 6.4 gigs, so we're actually not doing bad. But you can see that CPU goes right up, and when I pause it, it drops down to about 30%. So there's our 1,400 frames, and we're at 6.4 gig. So I don't think that that's actually that bad. I'm going to hit stop. We're going to complete. 6.7, 7.7, 7.9. And I believe once it finishes this process, it drops right back down to about 5 something. And then we'll do the mesh. So most computers have at least 16 gig. Yes, there are some out there that have 4 or 8. But I don't think you'd be, trying to, well, you shouldn't be trying to attempt to do 3D scans on a machine with that low a memory anyways. I would say a minimum of 16 gig. And, 32 gig I have on this because, it is a video processing machine. So I do a lot of video work on it. But, most people have 16 gig on their machines. So let's click the mesh. .7 and meshing's complete. Let's see how it came out. And he looks pretty good. And we're at 6.7 gig. And the CPU is down to, what's our 18%. So that's pretty good. Alright, so another person had asked about seeing it printed. I will save this STL and I will attempt to print it. And we'll see how that goes. But so this follow-up was just about the memory and the CPU. So as you can see, our memory is maxed out at about 7.9 or almost 8 gig. But, like I said, anybody that should have at least a 16 gig machine, that wants to do this scanning. All right, so that's it for this time. We'll see you next time. And if you like this, please subscribe, please share, and we'll see you again. But wait, there's one more thing. I finally did get around to printing the little head here. So this is the original one, and I did get around. I finally had a printer that was free, so I printed it. I did not mess with any settings. I did it in Simplify 3D. I used automatically generated supports, and I just went with excuse me, a medium layer height, 2 millimeter, 0.2 millimeter layer height. And this is what it came up with. So this still has the supports on it. I didn't take them off, but let's snap these guys off now and see what we came up with. And I'm not doing any cleanup, so this is just raw. Okay, well, it's not too bad. I could clean it up a little bit more, but you can see it does have some zits, and you can see the layer line. It's got some bubbles, but it actually came out pretty good. So this is the original, and this is the printed. It's not too bad. Now that's like I said, that was with no settings at all, not messing with any of the files, not trying to do any cleanup on it. That was just strictly the STL that it created. I had to do automatic supports and just printed it. I didn't mess with the temperatures or anything. So actually, it didn't come out too bad. Yeah, I could probably get it a whole lot better, but for what it was, it came out pretty good. So that's it, and I'll see you guys next time.